A lot of people who use the HBA Funnel Builder tool are wondering if it has a blog. Now, it does not have a blog, but the good news is you can actually put a blog on a subdomain. So in this video, we're going to show you guys the steps of putting a blog on a subdomain for a domain name you're using for the HBA Funnel Builder tool. Now, the first thing you're going to need is hosting. You need preferably cPanel hosting. And right now, there is a good special from a company called GreenGeeks. This is a company I've been with for about 3 years. I had a reseller account, and on Black Friday, they had a special for the shared hosting account that I decided to downgrade from the reseller account to the shared hosting account because this is a great deal. If you want to have one domain name with them, it ends up being, I think, 23 bucks for the year. You get a domain name, 50 email accounts, one website, and managed WordPress hosting. And it ends up being 23 bucks for the first year. And it's $10 more if you get the free domain name because you're going to want to get security. It's $10 more. Now, I got this one here mainly because I have a lot of domain names. And one of the things about getting a lot of domain names is it gets expensive when you want to get email accounts through Namecheap or GoDaddy. I believe GoDaddy is 24 bucks for domain email. I think Namecheap, I'm paying like $14. So I have 8 domain names, and I want to have 2 emails per domain name for different reasons. Okay, so that would end up being 224 bucks for email. Now, here's the thing: if you have web hosting, you don't have to pay for professional email. Though web hosting comes with unlimited email accounts. You just have to know how to set it up. Now, this is the package I got because I want to have a main blog on the main domain name I set up for this company. And I also want to have a blog on 2 funnel builder account subdomains as well. So you can get hosting anywhere. I just know that this works specifically with this hosting. Now, this company is a good company when it comes to support. A lot of times you see these other major companies being referred by other people because they offer high commissions, not because they're actually good. But one thing I found with this company is that there's no waiting for support. If you have a question, they actually help you out. They actually just helped me out setting up some email issues using the platform. So once you got hosting, okay, let me log in and show you how to set this up for your HBA subdomain. Now, this domain name here is the free one I got with GreenGeeks and their hosting deal they had for Black Friday, which is going on to Christmas. Now, this is the back office. I did actually get one of the free domain names for a future project. But if you want to put a blog on a funnel builder, what you need to do is you need to first add the domain name to your domain names. So you would add on a domain name. Okay. The next step, you would need to point the name servers to GreenGeeks. All right. It's a little different than the HBA setup, but you want to point that domain name here. All right. Even if you have that domain name hosted on the HBA Funnel Builder tool, you want to point it to the web host. Okay. And then what you're going to do once the domain name is pointed to GreenGeeks, you're going to click on domains. Actually, yeah, domains, and you're going to click on DNS editor. And then what you're going to do is click on the 3 dots, manage your records. Okay. Now, this is where you would point your root domain to the funnel builder, just like the instructions in the back office. So even though your domain name is hosted on GreenGeeks, it's still pointing to the HBA Funnel Builder tool. Okay. Now, the next step is to add a subdomain, right? You can see I already done one for blog.thefunnelbuildertool.com. And this is where you're going to install your WordPress web hosting. So I'm going to go to WordPress. I'm going to click on install. And I'm going to select install WordPress. And I'm going to select the domain name I'm putting the subdomain on. And I made a folder called blog right there. So blog.funnelbuildertool.com. All right. So remember the steps are you point the domain to the host, you go to the DNS records, and you point the root domain to the funnel builder. You create a subdomain, and you click on WordPress, and you're going to install on the subdomain. Next, you would make sure you click it so it's secure, HTTPS. Okay. And then you would put in your information. I'm going to do that right now. And once you filled out your information, you're going to click install WordPress. After some time, the WordPress is installed. So if I click on the 3 dots, I can go to the WordPress dashboard. And I am in the setup for the funnel builder tool. Let's see if I can skip this. I'm not sure if I can or not. Anyways, let's just go ahead and go through the process. Funnel builder tool block. Let's just keep going. And we're just going to pick a random theme and we can change it out. Usually the themes that they have for free are not good for affiliate marketers, but doesn't matter. We're just putting this in to go through this step process, which I think I could have skipped, but we're just going to go through it anyways. And we are done. Now I'm going to view website, and we now have a blog on the subdomain. If I were to go to the main domain name, this is the funnel builder tool. So our website is basically hosted at two different locations. Now, another note, what you want to do if you wanted to use the domain email, right now, you still have to set up the DKM stuff, but it's usually set up for you, especially if you bought the domain name from them. You won't have to do any changes to the email DKM stuff for the WordPress because it's automatic. But if you are using a forwarded domain from like GoDaddy or Namecheap, there's a couple of changes you're going to have to do to make the email work. So first things first, you're going to click on domains, click on your DNS, and let me go to the funnel builder tool, manage records. All you need to do is make sure that your domain name is the GreenGeeks IP address. All right. Same for that. Same for that. All this stuff here. And it's fine. Now, all we did was we changed the A record to point to the funnel builder. Just want to make sure that this is accurate and your mail will work. Now, if you are using domain hosted email from like private email from like Namecheap, now it gets a little more complicated, but that'll be for another video. If you wanted to use email from Namecheap, but pointed your domain name to GreenGeeks, it does get a little bit fuzzy, but it can be done. But you don't need to pay for private email if you have web hosting. That's just the biggest secret out there. And the thing is, you can have more than one email address. And this is why I do this with GreenGeeks. I just know it works. And I can have unlimited email accounts without having to pay. And that's how it's done. If you guys need help with this, support is super responsive and they can help you out pretty much anything. And if you want help for me to do this, I do offer WordPress services where I can get this done for you, as well as I offer custom designs for WordPress where I create simple blogs. This is an example of one. Simple homepage, and we go to the inner blog. Here's the inner blog, and really I do blogs for affiliate marketers. Here's another example of one. Usually just a hero box sidebar to put your affiliate offers, and this is the way to add more link juice to your videos. And here is actually mine right here. And the cool thing is I don't use any plugins like Divi or the other ones here. This is all built right directly in WordPress. So if you want help with that or you want a simple blog, do message me to do offer these services. That's it. See you guys in the next video.